What if I told you, chosen one, that the shift you've been waiting for has already begun? What if I told you that you no longer have to chase what is meant to flow toward you? That the feminine energy, once guarded and distant, is now leaning in without being asked? Have you noticed the way eyes linger on you a little longer now? The way silence grows heavier when you walk into a room? The way hearts unconsciously slow their rhythm, as if your very presence steadies what was once restless. Something in you has changed. You no longer need to announce yourself. You no longer need to prove your worth. Your energy has become the voice that speaks before you do. And women, feminine women of truth, of depth, of intuition, are feeling it. They are not responding to noise. They are responding to depth. They are not chasing after a mask. They are leaning toward the man whose stillness carries more power than words ever could. Your sexual energy, once scattered, once wasted, once searching in all directions, has now been gathered, refined, purifying. And that refinement has made you magnetic. Not magnetic in the shallow sense that draws attention for a moment and fades, but magnetic in the sacred sense, the kind that resonates deep in the spirit, the kind that summons trust before explanation, the kind that pulls women toward you not because of what you demand, but because of what you carry. Tell me, chosen one, have you felt it? The way their shoulders drop around you, the way their laughter softens, the way their words gain weight when you listen? These are not coincidences. These are signs. Signs that you have become more than a man passing through. You have become the moment itself. The atmosphere shifts because of you. The room reorganizes itself around your vibration. You are no longer trying to be chosen. You have become the choosing. You are appreciated now, not because of performance, but because of presence. Not because of how loud you are, but because of how contained you are. Not because of what you take, but because of what you withhold until the right time. Women feel this. They sense the discipline. They sense the restraint. And in a world where chaos is everywhere, they find rest in you. You have become the structure. And in structure, they rediscover their softness. What once made them cautious now makes them safe. What once made them guarded now makes them open. Your silence no longer unsettles, it steadies. Your gaze no longer threatens, it sees. Your presence no longer pulls, it invites. You have become the man who does not chase softness but protects it. And in protecting it, you awaken it. That is why their appreciation is rising around you, chosen one. Not through noise, not through performance, but through the quiet language of devotion, the subtle signs of loyalty, the effortless offerings of care. This is the shift. This is the reward. Not the applause of the shallow, but the reverence of the true. Not the thrill of the moment, but the loyalty of the soul. You are no longer a man they test. You are the man they trust. And in that trust, appreciation is no longer optional. It is inevitable. You attract what belongs to you by alignment, chosen one. And in that alignment, something sacred happens. She finally relaxes. For a feminine woman, that is the deepest form of appreciation she can give. It is not a word, not a performance, not even a gift. It is the softening of her whole being in your presence. It is the breath she didn't know she was holding being released. It is her body no longer preparing for betrayal, no longer waiting for control, no longer bracing for manipulation. When she relaxes around you, it means she has finally found safety. She has found a living memory of what divine masculinity feels like. And from that moment forward, even before her lips move, her spirit smiles when she hears your name or sees your face. This is not obsession. This is gratitude. Gratitude that in a world where many men pretend at kingship, a real king appeared, not loud, not boastful, not desperate to prove himself, but steady, silent, and undeniable. You did not arrive to take the crown. You arrived to remind her that true royalty is presence itself. And in that presence, everything changed. She does not compare you to others anymore. She compares others to you, because you have become the measure she never knew she needed. And what she now measures by is not ego, not performance, not smooth words or surface charm, but patience, restraint, and the purity of your intent. Your high sexual energy does not overwhelm her. It steadies her. It does not push her away. It draws her near, because it protects rather than consumes. Without touching her, you hold her emotionally. Without asking for anything, you give her permission to choose freely. And when she chooses you, it is not from confusion or compulsion. It is with her full heart and whole soul. This is not shallow romance. This is reverence. This is sacred exchange between masculine and feminine energies, rooted not in tactics but in truth. And it is truth that awakens gratitude in her. Walk tall, chosen one, for your reward is not found in how many desire you, but in how many thank God that you exist. Women do not simply want you. They honor you, not because you force them to, but because your soul leaves them no other option. You are no longer a man chasing appreciation. You are the kind of man whose very being draws appreciation without a word. Even your silence has become holy. There is a new sound that follows you, though no ears can fully catch it. It is not made of music or speech, but of reverence. You step into a room, and everything shifts. The air grows heavier with meaning. Conversations lose their noise. Hearts beat faster. Eyes sharpen. The entire atmosphere bends itself toward your presence. What was once ignored in you, your stillness, has now become your weapon. Because that stillness is not empty anymore. It is charged with energy, anchored in discipline, wrapped in restraint, and filled with gravity. Your sexual energy no longer leaks with desperation. It is no longer a fire that burns wildly or consumes recklessly. It waits. It listens. It breathes in silence. It is clothed in patience and covered in purpose. And in that wait, you are no longer only attractive. You are necessary. Necessary for the healing of the feminine who has been wounded by men who did not carry what you carry. Necessary for the restoration of balance in a world flooded with noise but empty of gravity. She feels that necessity when she is around you. The woman who once gave herself to men who shouted loudly now grows careful in your presence. She straightens her posture. She softens her voice. She watches her tone. She chooses her words carefully, not out of fear, but because your energy makes performance impossible. Pretending dies when truth enters the room, and your presence is truth embodied. You are not demanding submission. You are simply so disciplined, so deeply in command of your own instincts, that she longs to give something back. And what she longs to give is not seduction or manipulation. It is generosity. She wants to offer you comfort, warmth, peace, her softest hands, her most gentle words, not because she feels forced, but because you are the rare man worthy of it. Your stillness carries more fire than speeches. It carries more power than shouting. You are a flame that does not chase, a river that does not force. You build temples wherever you walk, and in those temples, feminine hearts kneel, not to flatter your ego, but to honor your vibration. They do not see you as merely desirable. They see you as sacred. And when you finally speak, they do not hear only your words. They hear your intention. They feel your weight. They know you are not here to take, but to lift. You are not here to drain, but to protect. And because you restrain what others waste, she gives you what she never gave before. Her giving is full of joy. It is drenched in gratitude. It is a remembrance of something ancient that her soul thought it had forgotten. Something inside her recognizes you. Something inside her remembers safety, remembers being seen without needing to prove, remembers being loved without being hunted. And in that memory, appreciation deepens into reverence. Now feminine women look at you differently. They step with more care in your direction. They measure their words around you. They ask for your time with respect. They do not test you. They tend to you. They know instinctively that your energy cannot be fooled or bought, that it cannot be seduced with manipulation. It can only be honored. And when you sit in a room, your stillness becomes the throne upon which their longing rests. You are not asking for service, but you have become the man who makes them want to serve. They want to offer, to nurture, to give, not because you commanded, but because your very essence called forth their generosity. And even when you are gone, your presence remains. It is an imprint that lingers in their hearts. It is the silent weight in their memory. They may laugh with another, try to move on, even give themselves to someone else, but their spirit does not respond the same way anymore. It is not that they simply miss you. It is that you shifted the scale. You became the measure by which all others are judged. And now every other presence feels lighter, emptier, weaker. They speak words, but without weight. They move loudly, but without gravity. They touch, but they leave no imprint. And she knows the difference. She knows now that what she longs for is not noise, but alignment. Not attention, but truth. And she begins to chart her path by your example, your gravity becoming her North Star. This is appreciation at its deepest, not a surface reaction, but a soul transformation. You have changed how she sees men. You have changed how she sees herself. You have reshaped what she craves. You have awakened in her a hunger for integrity, a respect for boundaries, a reverence for truth. And that hunger is not just for you. It is for what you represent. You are not a man who devours. You are a man who refines. You are restraint with fire underneath. You are passion tempered by discipline. You are heat without recklessness. And once she has felt that elevation, once she has tasted that kind of safety, she cannot crawl back to lesser things. Women now watch you not with shallow lust, but with awe. They know what it costs to stay still when every force around you begs you to prove yourself. They know what it takes to contain desire instead of leaking it. They know what kind of strength it takes to look at beauty and not devour it. And because they know, they revere you. Even from afar, they honor you. You are the man whispered about behind closed doors, the one they cannot forget, not because you said the perfect thing, but because you made them feel something too holy to explain. You awakened reverence where there was once only survival. You called forth devotion where there was once only defense. And now, chosen one, you are no longer merely magnetic. You are transformational. Feminine women do not just feel drawn to you. They feel changed by you. In your presence, they remember who they are. In your stillness, they rediscover the softness they buried. In your silence, they feel their worth again. Your energy has become sanctuary. Your presence is a shelter. Your discipline is fire that warms instead of burns. Your restraint is what awakens her generosity. And for this, they are not only attracted to you, they are grateful for you. You have done what no charm, no strategy, no performance could ever do. You have awakened reverence, and reverence does not fade. Reverence takes root. Reverence deepens. It becomes memory that outlives the moment. Even if she never says it aloud, even if she hides it behind pride, even if distance separates her from you, she knows. She knows you shifted something eternal in her. She knows you cannot be replaced. She knows no one else carries what you carry. You are not just desired. You are remembered. You are not just wanted. You are honored. And that honor, once given, is eternal. Chosen one, this is your gift. This is your burden. You have become more than a man to her. You have become the reminder of what is real, of what is holy, of what she always hoped still existed. And whether she ever admits it or not, her soul appreciates you more deeply than words could ever reveal.